Hi, and welcome to this episode of The Mitchell File. I'm your host, Roosevelt Mitchell III. At least 920 Florida teachers are being terminated this summer because they cannot pass a portion of the Florida Teacher Certification Exam, also known as the FTCE licensing exam. The battery of tests, which include a variety of subject area exams, such as general knowledge tests, are a must pass for anyone who wants to teach in the state of Florida. The state revised the FTCE in 2015. Station WFTS in Tampa has studied the changes, and the examinees have been failing the test at unprecedented levels. Failure rates on some parts of the exam increased nearly 30% since the test changes. A spokesperson from the Florida Department of Education said earlier in the series that they expected the increase in failure rates, but that the scores would increase over time. But the latest scores show there has not been much improvement at all. The summer 2018 terminations are not easy for the school districts, already struggling to fill vacant teacher slots in time for the first day of school. FTCE test failures recently forced the district to fire 36 teachers, nearly doubling its number of empty teacher positions. In Polk County, more than 90 teachers are now out of a job for the fall due to these tests. Last year, the number was 79. And this is a huge problem nationwide because, according to a New York Times article over the last couple of years, there's now a test bias. There's some sort of bias because nationally, according to the New York Times article, over 55% of white applicants who take the test passed it the first time, compared to only 21.5% of black applicants. And it's a tad bit more for Hispanics. And just in the state of New York, over 65% of white applicants who take their 4 or 5 teaching tests, it's like 4 or 5 parts, over 65% pass it the first time, compared to 44% of black applicants and like 45% of Hispanic applicants. So scholars everywhere, and also there's organizations saying that there is a testing bias. So to create a test knowing that it's going to keep people from teaching, even more teachers from teaching, makes absolutely no sense. And let us not forget that these testing services are a $1 billion industry. They make tons of money from these state tests for teaching and exams and etc. You have to go to college and take all of these other tests and student teaching, all of these other things, and then you have to pay money. And then you have multiple parts. So a lot of times it may be 85 for this one, 150 for this one, 199 for this one, right? So you have to pay all of this money, and then if you have to take it 4 and 5 times, that's more money for them or whoever's getting paid. So that's its own separate business. To get to a job that doesn't pay great, doesn't pay well in most places, that you can't afford to live comfortably and pay your student loans at the same time. So all of this hassle, one can really understand why people do not want to become teachers. But I would love to hear what you think about this, so please leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, my friends, be blessed and be encouraged.